Hi everybody, this is Gina from Haunted Flower, and this is my sweet puppy Lily. Lily, say hi. I know you're used to just seeing cats on my movie reviews, but that's my new pal Lily, and I loves her. Now that I've introduced Lily, I would really like to talk today about White House Down, which I finally got around to seeing in theaters. The premise of White House Down is that while on a tour with his daughter, this tourist ends up having to try and save the president. And the White House is under attack, and it's silly. I was going to avoid it entirely, but then I saw two words: Roland Emmerich, who is the director, who brought us such gems as Independence Day. Now, just a warning, you will have to put aside a chunk of your day because this movie clocks in at 2 hours and 11 minutes. It's a lot of movie, but in that time, you're going to see some cinematic awesomeness, some explosions, some comedy, and some pretty good acting, and some really ridiculous plot moments, but altogether, it's really entertaining. Channing Tatum plays Will Smith, and sometimes John McClane. His character's name is Cale, and he is currently the security staff for the Speaker of the House, who's played by Richard Jenkins. He really wants to impress his family by getting a job on the Secret Service. He has to have an interview with Maggie Gyllenhaal for the job, and it doesn't go so hot. So he's our underdog, and he's at the White House. He's got his daughter there, Joey King, who apparently just loves politics and the White House and the president, and is the most patriotic little 11-year-old you ever saw in your life, with giant eyes that cry. She's just a little spitfire throughout the movie. She doesn't even mind when a gun is being pointed at her head because she just wants to do anything for her country and her dad and her president. Her president is President Sawyer, played by Jamie Foxx. He starts off with a bit of an Obama vibe, but then basically becomes Jamie Foxx. One addition to the cast I particularly liked was Rachelle Lefevre, who is Channing Tatum's ex-wife, mother of his child in this film. And you've recently seen her as one of the main characters in Under the Dome, which is a series I'm very excited to be following on TV, based on the book by Stephen King. The book is really awesome. The changes they're making, I'm going to have to see where they go with it, but I really liked it when they sliced a cow in half. Another role in this film that really could have been a throwaway role was Donnie, the tour guide, who is played by Nicolas Wright. Oh my gosh, so hilarious. Starts off as just one of those really enthusiastic tour guides, but eventually he gets so many comedic moments, heroic moments, and it's just hilarious. I've really just got to hand it to Channing Tatum. He's come a long way, in my general opinion. I still remember that one of the first times I saw him was in the first G.I. Joe movie, and I definitely called him a plastic action figure, because that's what his acting style was like at the time. There was just nothing to him. Empty, action, eh. And then you see movies like Dear John, which makes me want to throw up in my mouth a little bit anyway, and I was like, oh god, is this as good as it gets? What really changed my mind about him was 21 Jump Street. Once I found out he could do comedy and action at the same time, I was hooked. You just really need to shut your brain off and go along with it, as little sense as it makes. I mean, one of the weirdest parts of the movie is when one of the bad guys, like this tech guy, blows himself up for no apparent reason. There's an absence of stealth in this movie when they're running around the White House. I mean, no one shuts off their cell phones or turns them on silent or anything. They're just always like really loud cell phones, and someone is waiting around the corner to shoot you, you idiot. Channing Tatum's character has so much John McClane in him once he gets past his character's premise. I mean, he's just kind of a slightly dim, blunt object who's there to wrestle with people and knock them down. He's not your intelligent foe. He's not a Jack Bauer. Jack Bauer would have figured out who was behind the whole thing within, well, less than an hour, and this movie was 2. He works hard in this, especially when they make him fight in the rain with sprinkler systems going. But it was fun. Really surprisingly fun. Oh, and I gotta give a shout out to the girl who was at the concession stand who really liked my soft kitty shirt from Big Bang Theory and wanted me to sing the song to her, which I did. White House Down! Go see it while it's still in theaters. It was fun. This is a fun summer movie. I really didn't expect it to be. I didn't see the other movie about the White House being attacked this year because I thought maybe one is enough, and I don't understand why similar movies come out the same year all the time. but this was a decent one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!